Clover cheese is for those who love life, where everything falls into place and melts away our cares, adding joy and stretching our imagination. Clover, for the love of cheese.
Made with love by Clover.
Welcome back to the Afternoon Express kitchen. As you can see, the ladies are hard at work. You know, we're putting together this magic here side by side with you from the top of the show. We are in part 2 of whipping together a delicious chicken and feta pasta. Now, Chef Aisha, our guest chef for today, has been just talking us through quite diligently and quite thoroughly as to what we need to do to create this magic at home. But of course, if you have missed it, just head over to our website and we have detailed it for you there at afternoonexpress.co.za. Chef Aisha, take it away, girl.
So now we finally got our water going, so we're just going to pop our pasta in there. If you are doing an instant pasta, cook to your package instructions, because every brand has a different way of cooking their pasta. If you are doing it fresh, that's the best thing about a fresh pasta is it literally just needs 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes hot water, because it's fresh, it's already cooked.
Yeah.
So you just want to get that softness and get it nice and fluffy. So we are going to do that. We've got olive oil and salt, very important when boiling pasta water. If I remember when I was on chef school, our chefs used to tell us all the time, your water should be as salty as the ocean. All the time, as salty as the ocean.
Wow.
And also, now that this is basically done, that's got a nice creaminess to that. You're going to turn that off the heat. Pasta water is like gold. So what I'm going to do is add just a little bit of our pasta water. I've got a little bit of a macaroni in there. So we don't want the macaroni right now. So we're going to add that. And you can add your pasta water just to make your sauce a little bit thinner. And depending on how you prefer your consistency, I mean, look at that. Makes massive difference.
A world of a difference. I'm already seeing the colour slowly start to change, lightening up from that very harsh red tomato-y colour.
Oh, nice.
That feta, honey, girl, has melted to perfection. I love the fact that it almost took, 2 minutes to melt completely down. So simple and easy. And then, of course, as you said, the pasta water is gold. So we're here for it. We just put a little bit in there and it's already cooking
just about
down.
1 ladle. And you can go, I mean, depending again, we can just maybe add another little bit. You can go a ladle at a time. Not a lot, because I think the one thing people don't talk about when it comes to this pasta is it's a little salty. And because you're adding the feta, that's what makes it so salty. And then the acid of the tomato reacts with that as well. So you will see that in the pasta sauce itself, I won't add any salt at all. So we just do lots of fresh herbs. And then because we're using the salt water from the pasta, it's adding, again, more salt that you're adding into that dish. So my recommendation is, I mean, everybody is up to taste, but my recommendation is kind of avoid adding salt when you're making this dish.
Okay, I love that. And also, the fact that we are just doubling up here on the ingredients that's already within your pasta water. We're just reusing that olive oil. Love the fact that it's a healthy oil as well. So the more the better. It's good for the skin, honey. And then that salt and that pepper as well just helps. Chef Mo, on your side, girl, you are chopping up one of my favorite fruits. Where does it go in?
Smells so
well,
good.
not a popular beverage that we all know about. But this is just going to break up a bit of the starchiness of the pasta. A lovely, fresh, vibrant salad always goes so well with any pasta. So, Pali, I hope you are chopping up the cucumber over there.
Girl, I was, you know, this is always what happens to me when I get around the kitchen with the family or the girls. Palisa just talks away. She ends up doing none of the hard work. But okay, I'm here for it. I'm just going to be chopping up this cucumber, and I'm also going to be adding some more cherry tomatoes for the salad.
More tomatoes, because, I mean, tomatoes is my #1 obsession. I have to say that. It's really great. You know, a lot of people always ask me, what do you use for your skin? And I say, it's not about what I use on the outside, it's about what I consume on the inside.
Come on, girl.
Because that then reflects on the outside. So my secret is tomatoes.
Lots of it.
Lots of it. Green leafy veg like spinach. Yes. And broccoli. So what we're doing, we're just putting together little salads, got some spinach. But if you have broccoli, like we said,
I mean,
all your leftovers.
Whether it's with the salad or with the pasta as well, you could do absolutely anything. If you've got leftover veg in your fridge, and I mean, everybody, you know, towards the end of the month, nobody really eats that last little packet of broccoli that sits in your fridge, in the drawer in your fridge.
I mean, Aisha, have you come to my house?
You know, that last little packet of broccoli, I've shamefully had to discard so many packets of broccoli in my time. But I mean, if you've got vegetables, whether it's peppers, broccoli, cauliflower, carrots, absolutely anything, always find ways to reuse it. And this pasta is a perfect example to do that.
Love
I
it.
mean, peppers, red pepper, yellow pepper, green pepper would be amazing in this
gorgeous.
dish. And with the
Yes.
salad as well. Just use what you have available, especially in these times.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to be going out to the store and purchasing more things that they need or extra ingredients that they can't really have access to. So just use what you have.
Absolutely. And I just want to ask, which herbs did you use for your
For the dish, we've
dish.
used some fresh parsley and fresh basil.
basil is always such a winner with tomatoes,
Tomato,
right?
love.
So, ladies, is that why, just for me, a winner combo in any pasta has to be a basil pesto? Oh,
yeah.
girl, listen, a basil pesto with the chicken is absolutely amazing. But I store by my basil pesto. I've actually never handmade from scratch a basil pesto.
It's much better. I will
So
say
much
this. It's
easier.
much better. The color's a lot better.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fragrant because you know, with anything that you're making yourself, you know exactly what's going into it. So you don't have to worry about any preservatives, any additives, anything like that. You are doing it yourself, all natural. And that sometimes is. I mean, it does take longer and it is a bit of a mission most times.
Yeah.
But it is better.
It's so
Definitely
much better. And you can store it in your fridge for much longer. You know, you can also freeze it.
Yes.
In like a ice
Little
cube
thing,
tray.
yeah. Oh, I love that little nifty trick as well with the
Yeah.
olive oil.
Yes.
To
with
store your
herbs.
herbs. Again, one of those things that always just get lost at the back of the fridge.
I know.
Herbs all the time.
Well, ladies, I'm so glad that we're speaking about this because this really does bring me to our social media question. The way we're bouncing around ideas here in the kitchen as to how you can spice up any menu with the ingredients that you have at home, which makes me ask, if we, as three ladies, were to visit you in your home, what would you rate your cooking out of 10? Use that hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments, and I'll be reading out some of your ratings at the end of the show. Now, Chef Mo, for that salad, now I'm saying pasta, for that salad, I've already whipped up my cucumber and my tomato. It's ready for you to use.
That's perfect. And while she's doing that, you can pass that over.
Yeah.
The pasta is just about ready as well.
Here's a
So we're
fork
going
if
to,
you'd like to.
just turn that off. So we are going to, oh, that's off we go. So your pasta should be al dente, not soft, not mushy, just enough that it has just a little bit of you. What this used to do is put it between your teeth. It's a very strange thing. But you know, take one out of the pot. Take a bite and you'll feel that's the best way to know if something is ready. If you're doing it yourself, is just to get in there. So this is not hot, so that's fine. We've got a nifty little strainer thing over here.
Making pasta use just and making it so much easier.
Much easier. Let's get that water out of there. And then we might just keep that. And then we're going to add
A one
lovely
pot one.
macaroni. Oh, I think I've got some of this stuck in there. Macaroni, and then there we go. Mix it.
I love that. Chef Mo, that pasta, you're putting those finishing touches on it. I see that Feta's coming in use yet again, doubling up on the ingredients.
Because we love our clover feta, there's also the herbs that you can use, the one with herbs and the black pepper.
Oh, I think the herb one would have been.
It would, and also the black pepper might do well in this pasta as well, because it's quite the salt ratio with the black pepper. So any of the clover fetas will work perfectly in this recipe.
I love
We've
that.
done that, and we're just going to finish off once you're plating with, again, just a glug, if we're going to use that again, of fresh herbs, just to give it some color, and then voila, it's done.
I love the fact here that we're just balancing out the flavors as much as the pasta is very acidic
yeah, it is.
because of the tomatoes, and that we also used not only the cherry tomatoes, but we used the paste as
the
well.
puree as well, yes.
As well. Okay, so this is essentially helping to cut through that tanginess, or complement it, if you'd like to also think, by using the pineapple in the salad.
Yes.
The colors are just exploding there, Chef Mo.
It does, and that pineapple adds a little bit of zinginess and also a bit of sweetness to the recipe. So we're balancing acidity, like you said, of the tomato dish with our fresh salad. So we've got cooked versus fresh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think all we're missing right now is a nice good garlic bread.
Oh, yes, Queen, I love that. I love
That's
that.
a good meal.
And of course, if you are entertaining someone who is vegetarian, all you have to do is omit the chicken. And then you've got a perfectly good pasta dish for them to enjoy, so they don't feel as left out.
And I mean, again, if you're taking out the chicken and you're adding vegetable, it's just as delicious and it's just as filling, so that if you've got someone, like you said, who've got a dietary restriction, they don't feel left out, they don't feel like they're eating something different.
Absolutely. Now, Mzansi, that's a meal no one can resist. To get the recipe, head over to afternoonexpress.co.za to get again that full recipe, and stay tuned as we bring you our final dish.